What's going on, everybody? What's going on, family? Alrighty, 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 alrighty. Alrighty, guys, take your seats. Welcome. I thought there was a little speck of something in my drink. It was just a little teeny ass piece of ice. All right, peace, everybody. Hope everybody has had a great weekend. All right. Okay, that's got caught up this week, and I'm mad I couldn't live stream during the week because, as we can see, new moon and Scorpio aftermath was a real thing. It was a real thing. All right, so hopefully, maybe some crises didn't, you know, take too much of a toll in our personal lives. Everybody here, everybody okay? All right. If you're here, that's already a sign that God is good. So can we just get a chance to pat ourselves on the back, family? Can we do that first before we get into some worship? All right, family. Let's give ourselves a little pat on the back, family. Okay. If anybody see a fixed sign next to them, give them a little worship, give them a little praise, give them a little glory. All right. Shout out to the fixed signs in the building. Okay, look at y'all. A little stronger, wiser. I'm stronger, much wiser. Shit. Y'all want to join the choir, fix signs? Look at y'all. Change the transformation wasn't that okay? It was a little crazy, but wasn't that crazy. But it was crazy. But all right, it was crazy. So what? So what? Okay, look at you. Don't even know what's ahead of you. Don't even know what's ahead of you, Taurus, Aquarius. Okay, Leo. Y'all know what's ahead of y'all, but y'all don't know what's ahead of y'all. All right. All y'all need to do is stay on path. All right. So shout out to everybody in the church that has been aligning with that transformation energy. Okay. Because by this time, we're seeing the fruits down the tunnel from what's to manifest from this new stage, this new cycle. All right. Shout out to everybody that has made critical decisions in their life that are not immediately impacting their present, but you know you're doing something more of a long term state for your better being. Shout outs to y'all, church. Church, shout out to y'all. All right. So it's Boroscope transits for the week of November 19th through the 25th. Significant activity going on this week, guys. Significant activity. All right. So you want to go ahead and see what's going on in the atmosphere. All right. So we could all stay spiritually, energetically a step ahead. All right. Once again, everybody get themselves a pat at the back, making it through. It ain't over yet. All right. God gonna get me like, boy, don't why you rushing niggas lessons? I got some niggas in your church right now. I ain't done with them. I got some shit for their ass on Tuesday, something for over there on Wednesday. My bad, God. All right. We still got about what, 36 hours till SAG season. Okay, so some of us, we gotta be careful for the next couple of days. All right. Eighth house season may catch us slipping. We thought we made it through. Like, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Ain't no real crisis. Like, ain't nothing really extreme transformed. All right. We got the tail end, y'all. You better hold it down. All right. But let's get into some quick shout outs into the church so we can get into these Boroscope transits, guys. Yolanda in the building. One of my OG church members. Such an OG church member that when she come into church, motherfuckers like, who that? You don't even know who that. You thought you were devoted church. You shout out to Sister Yolanda. You know I love you, Yolandi. Sister Ebony in the building with that nice green membership tag. I see you, sister. Sister Scarred Owl, aka the regulator, in the building doing what she. I don't. Sister Scarred Owl don't even be hearing my shout outs because she too busy. She getting the ushers, the choir. Sister Scarred Owl don't even be really getting a chance. She's so devoted. She don't even be getting a chance to really get the word like that. She be coming back to the office after word, like, Pastor, that 5 minutes I did catch of the word, you was wording. All right, but I only catch 5 minutes. All right, I had to go check on the kids in the playroom. Okay. Shout out to Sister Scarlet Owl. You know I love your sister. All right. Family Janarian in the building. All right. Azaria, you divine mirror. All right. If I'm handsome, you beautiful. Ain't you the divine mirror? We just reflected each other. That's what's going on there. That's all. Shout out to you, sister. All right. All right. Pretty Lauren in the building. All right. Act like you know. Sister Martian Empress in the building. Sister Amber G in those my church members. All right. Sister Neoma Nova in the building. All right, Carmen. I see y'all, family. Carmen said, all right. All right. Sister Tamuro in the building. Okay. 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 Sister Tika, Capricorn Empress. Seriously, I'm going through it. However, I can get through it. I'm a Capricorn Sun, Aquarius, Venus, and Cancer. You see what you said, sister? I'm going through it, but I'm getting through it. You see the difference in that mentality and that attitude, family, because we're all going to go through it. Life is going to life, family. All right. It's the response, family. It's the response. That says a lot about your spiritual character. And we already know in the church, Sister Tika going to overcome, learn, expand, and evolve from everything she's lifing from right now. Sister, hold on, 5 seconds, church. Can you just, everybody stand up real quick? Hold on. Purple onions. Purple onions. All right. Frosted Flakes, Hennessy, Casamigos, Ghetto tongues for you right there, sister. Them ghetto tongues gonna do something for you this week. All right, there you go. Mix a little bit of crops and some famous black products. All right, ghetto tongues. What the fuck is you talking about? All right, shout out to everybody in the church, Miss Pluto. All right, guys. So once again, I hope everybody had a evolving week. Let's just say that. All right, may have been a lot of new things we had to get aligned with, like I said. And when I say new things, it may have been new realizations. All right. New moon in Scorpio, post aftermath. All right, guys. Guys, I ran into some shit this week. This is why I couldn't really get on. I wanted shit, Cassie, Diddy, all type of shit going on this week, right? All type. Look, this is the world crazy, right? All right. I finally found a good barber out here where I live. And this nigga talking about he relocating this shit. He ain't cutting for a while. What the fuck relocating got to do with you cutting my nigga? You do house appointments? Like, ladies, you guys get it. Imagine your nail lady, your hairdresser and all of that just relocating. Gotta go. Hold it down for 90 days. Ladies, come on. You know I'm a Libra ass nigga, so I'm a Venus ass nigga. You know, we some superficial, fake pretty boy ass niggas. All right. This nigga told me he relocating. I wanted to try the new barber out. Oh man. I ain't really look at the transits that much that day, guys. I just put a lot of faith in God. Sometimes God like when you put faith in him, but he ain't right all the time. I mean, God, you are right all the time. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't. Okay, maybe you don't, but it's okay. I hope it is. Don't cast nothing on me. All right. But I tried a new barber out. Family. This lady, it was a lady. All right, my hometown barber back in New York City. She's a lady. I love her to death. All right, so caring. All right, and this lady wasn't so caring. All right, and I got eczema. I got real sensitive skin, so the way my face broke out was so crazy. I couldn't even. I damn near wasn't even gonna go to work. Like this shit was wild. All right, I am a Libra sun. You cannot do me like that. All right. I know I'm a Cap moon, but it's the back is the other way. I ain't a Cap sun, Libra moon. Them niggas don't give a fuck. They going to work. Them niggas, the reverse Cap sun. What the fuck is you bitching about? Don't nobody at work give a fuck. You coming there to work, or is it a fashion show? That's how the Capricorn sun gonna look at it. Libra moon gonna understand, but ain't gonna give a fuck that much. It's a little bit different this way. Yeah. All right. So I was doing surgery on my ass, icing my face, doing all type of shit. All right. So shout out to all the Libra sons in the building. You know how our ass get. Shout out to all the sun in the first house. I mean Venus in the first house, sun conjunct Venus, sun aspect of Venus. Y'all know how we get. Nigga get a pull everything shut down in this mug. All right. Graduation and everything. I make the valedictorian speech online on Zoom with my camera off. All right. give a damn. My face looked crazy. All right. So, with all that being said, I hope everybody's been able to learn from transformations taking place this week. Listen, one thing, it ain't really that much to look at when we talk about that whole Diddy situation, because I just know the astrological atmosphere. As soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh, yes. The astro community about to be on fire the next 48 hours. We caught a Scorpio, one of the demon gatekeeper Scorpios of all time, one of the most presidential faces for the real negative, demonistic side, inhumane side of Scorpio. This is the face of the president, right? This is one of the niggas right in the congregation right there. He's one of the lead niggas in the church, in their church. All right, my church members don't know shit about that church, and we will never ever know as much as we know now about that church, because we ain't never walking through them doors if that nigga leading that shit. So if I ain't got nothing you to say about Diddy, if you already know. All right, if you already know what's going on with that nigga and his history, they've been protecting that man doing the damage he's been doing. They've been allowing him to just wreak havoc. All right, that's all I have to say about that. Do your research. But all that situation was about a Scorpio getting a taste of their own medicine because they stepped on somebody's toes wrong. You gotta understand. I'm doing my best right now, family, to say it without saying too much. I told myself I'm a honor not going too deep down the rabbit hole, but all I gotta say is to be in a position a nigga like him is in, you gotta do some things. All right. And some things that we're not familiar with in our church at all. So that's for one. And you answering to somebody. Whoever that nigga answering to, it was all right. You done got over your shit. You done got over your shit, Puffy Diddy. You know, the white man, the elites don't give a damn about your rap name. Listen here, Puffy man. Fucking this nigga name up. Listen here, Combs hair. Combs hair. The Combs man. Last name Combs, right? It's like, you know what? Combs picks. Get the nigga ass here. Before I co-wash the shit out of a motherfucker in this bitch. All right, so that's all that one is about. And Scorpio season just happened to be perfectly utilized to put some spotlight on some darkness that man has. And I was telling, well, in my inner circle, because I wasn't, streaming or anything around that time. This is the last thing I'm saying. We get into the BOROSCOPE chance. I just wanted to cover this at some point of this stream. But listen, I was telling my bros and shit, I was like, ain't nothing finna happen to this nigga. This is just a little elite spanking. Like, this is just like a little timeout, 15 minutes. All right, get back in place, brother love. Brother love. That nigga is brother hate. He got a lot of hate in his heart. All the things he done did. I don't know where the love at if you know about the shit he did. But anyways, family, that's all that one is about. And at the end of the day, if you was really astonished, if you was really surprised, like, no, not Diddy. Wait, Veben did all that to Cassie? Just look, the nigga's a Scorpio. Like, that alone, I knew the astro community was gonna be on flames in the next 48 hours. What the 8th house is beyond. Look, y'all. Eclipse season done lit this nigga up. All right. Shout out to Cassie. What's Cassie's shit? That's the one thing I did. Cassie. Let me see if she on Astro Theme. Is she that popping to be on Astro Theme? You know that's Astro Theme. That's how you see if you popping. Ooh, hold on. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna make a move now. Oh, she done made a move, all right. Tell me if you want it. Let me not sing too much that shit. You know, I'm fuck some lyrics up. All right, but what's going on with Cassie? Her birth time in this. Oh, I thought I saw a rising sign. She a Virgo sun. Shit. So she got the Virgo sun, moon, and Libra. I mean, She got the Virgo sun. Hold on, can y'all see? Yeah, she got the Virgo sun move Venus and Libra combination. Now, when it comes into having this type of influence, having a luminary in Virgo, but having Venus at home in Libra, what is the relationship that Venus has with Virgo? It's in detriment. So Venus energy is not an energy that, a lot of Virgo placements are, they have the best instincts with most of the time, or this is an energy that they go through their lessons with, learning how to deal with true appreciation and love in different areas or aspects of their life. This is not saying Virgos are not loving people or they don't have Venus energy, but when it comes to a lot of circumstances in their life that deal with Venus energy, that deal with love, that deal with true values, deciphering their true values, when it comes into understanding what it feels like to be truly appreciated instead of, somebody else manipulating you, gaslighting you, and that not being true appreciation. Like these different circumstances, when it comes into Venus energy for like the Virgos, Aries, Scorpios, that's what it is. They're just going to have their different situations where it may be a little blurry dealing with Venus circumstances. All right. Okay. But once again, guys, anything that you have an Achilles heel with can ultimately become a power, because it's something you have to deal with or crutch your whole life. It's something that you had to learn how to strengthen your whole life. So, you could look at people that are gurus, teachers, very experienced doing certain things in their life, and you may look at their alignments and be like, how they this, that, and the third, because they've been dealing with the opposite resistance of their life so much. So this is us getting now into the opposite axis of zodiac signs. All right. So this is you seeing a Cancer that's heavily career oriented, getting a lot of bread, and almost coming off like they don't care about anything, dealing with connection, dealing with family, or not even just family, but dealing with true connection, emotional connection, the things beyond stability. You may have a lot of Cancers like that got zapped into dealing with so much resistance in their life, maybe not feeling stable all the times, that they have to transmute it in that way. Capricorns go through it the opposite way. This is just an example using the opposite signs, but you may have heavy Capricorn placements that are so stability driven to the point they start to feel unfulfilled in many different ways in their life, because there may be a lack of connection with some certain things that they do realize that fulfills them besides stability itself. All right, those things being neglected in certain chapters of their life, they're going to feel that void. When it comes into situations dealing with connection in general, they may be a little we may be a little funny money when it comes into understanding, okay, this is a circumstance that where true connection, understanding, relating how I truly feel, or being in an understanding state and not trying to turn this into a transactional thing, or so much of a what's going to be the result. Let me not get so caught up in what's the result of this connection, and kind of be in the present, keyword present earth, but let me get in the present of this connection and what's going on now. So that's the positive way of using that earth energy, to be in the present but not be too transactional, that you're condensing this situation that could be a flare of emotions. And I think as humans we do that a lot, right? We try to take situations that are heavy with so many different type of feelings, thoughts, and emotions, try to condense it to some type of box of a situation, some type of logic of a thing. And we may be able to do that, but there's always layers to how things manifest and develop. So sometimes we could just be cutting a lot of details out when we just look at things from that concept. But when we look at the Virgo sun now, already, struggling in circumstances at times, dealing with Venus energy, all right, that could already put them at a situation where they have to have more discernment dealing with connection and seeing if it's genuine in general, especially in an intimate way. But Cassie has Venus in Libra. All right, we're dealing with the Venus and Libra energy now. And what is one thing we know about Venus and Libra? Not only does it always want to bring the love back in the room, them wanting to bring the love back in the room a lot of the times results in them being very passive at times. So the Virgo placement could already deal with, blurry vision when it comes into deciphering the reality of connection. Because Cassie got Venus in Libra, she can kind of hold on to this fake aspect of connection, of what true value is, in a passive way, and help build around shit for this nigga as a Virgo sun, help put things in order, in place. But it could turn into eventually a Doja type of situation. So it's like seeing the things that I said. I know it's deeper than rap. Everybody knows about that, man. No, things is deeper than rap. Whenever you're dealing with somebody that got a lot of Scorpio energy, things is always deeper than you think. Okay, but just seeing that offer it, boom. All right. Then she got Mars and Capricorn, so that's why she is easily able to fit into any, easily be able to, adjust to fame, notoriety, like she easily walks the red carpet. People forget Capricorn energy has a lot to do with prestige, but when you got Mars in there, these people can have heavy desires, a heavy sense of determination towards building that prestige, stability, that platform in some type of shape or form. So you don't know what type of desires were involved with her relationship with Diddy, success wise, stability wise. Obviously she had her hit song, this, that, and the third. So all those things manifested through that, her connection through that man in some type of shape or form, and how she got herself in position around that man. But when you got that Mars in Capricorn, and it's squaring Venus. All right, they're squaring each other. So we already know what we said about Venus and Libra, okay? But then it's squaring Mars and Capricorn. So now the judgment when it comes into her passions could definitely be off if love is involved. That could really just distort a lot when it comes into making, structured decisions, or her values in general. She has to learn how to have proper values, proper valued relationships when it comes to, her determined way of building things with this prestige, stability in her life status in some type of shape or form. So those are just a few things right there, but goddamn, she got Pluto in Scorpio. I wonder what degree Diddy's sun is. But that's just a little brief John in that. We're not gonna spend that. That was that. I just wanted to make a little brief thingy on that, guys. All right. So, all right. Long story short, that man is just a dark man. All right. That's all I gotta say on that one, guys. On to the Boroscope transits. All right, guys. So, like I said, pat on the back, everybody. We're moving out this 8th house space this week. All right, significant week. We got the sun entering a new space. Mercury has already been warming that space up for the sun, as Mercury usually does. All right. We got a full moon in Gemini popping off the start of next week. So we got to get in tune with the vibes, because this is an important week to help sustain a lot of the new things that's going on in our lives. This week is going to be a week where a lot of things that we have started in the past 60 days, in the past couple months, these are the times where we might start seeing our first challenges with these things, right? You started this new YouTube channel. You started this new brand. You started this new position at the workspace. You started this new whatever it may be, this new relationship, right? You've been watching me talk about relationships. Everybody, astro community, talk about relationships past couple months. You like, bro, I don't know what the fuck going on, everybody else, but I'm thriving. Think this is my twin. I don't know. Think this is one of my mates. All right, I can't tell, but right now we vibing high. I don't know about all this extra transformation. I don't know about Iman and Tiana. I don't know about Jeezy and Jeannie. I don't know about Remy and Papanese. But all I know over here is feeling really easy. All right. So that's what's going on. So we got some of those right now, and around these times, these might be the first. All right, first time getting into y'all shit. All right. But you only get stronger when you persevere, as many of us did, as all of us did. That's here because we here, right? All right. So so easily we forget where we came from. A lot of us have been in many positions where we thought we were gonna get the ass whooping of our life or something. We thought life was over. We did something when we was younger. We thought the way our parents was gonna respond is over. Got kicked out of school. You got this, that, and the third. He's like, it's over. I'm gonna get my life back together. You done forgot about that, family. You don't even remember when your ass was panicking about that shit. You don't even remember anymore. All right, it takes a conversation or a joke to bring that shit back up. So make sure you give yourself that grace, family. All right, because that's just more confirmation on your power. You feel me? There's more confirmation on your power, family. All right, that's what we got going on. So entering the week, the 19th today, guys. Brief recap on today. We enter with that good old moon in Aquarius. All right, good old moon in Aquarius. I ain't gonna lie, family. The sun in Scorpio, moon in Aquarius transit. It's a sticky alignment. This is a sticky alignment. Do we have any Aquarius suns, Scorpio moons in the chat? Scorpio suns, Aquarius moons, Aquarius suns, Scorpio risings. Aquarius rising, Scorpio sun, moons. Is any of y'all in the chat? Stand up in the church real quick so I can tell y'all something. Is any of y'all in here? If you got Aquarius and Scorpio in your big three, put 3 in the chat. All right, because y'all some of the most difficult people God crafted Himself. I hate your intelligence, stubborn ass. This alignment is a tough one right here. All right. God darn it. Okay. 8. All right. You talking about fixed. This might be one of the most beastie, for all the different combinations we could come up with the a fixed sign and the sun and the moon. This got to be top 2, like most stubborn. Like this is serious. All right. And the thing about it is, their mind and what they're exposed to is so deep. Their mind and what they're exposed to is so deep that they can subconsciously get into a habit of condensing your ideologies to things because they see you don't even have the capacity to be deep on things as deep as they are. I see and feel my mind done traveled and been exposed to so many different things. You could barely even. Why are you trying to convey some shit to me? Motherfucker could be right about what they talking about. It could be a simple ass subject, but that might be the psyche behind this alignment. All right. Now, when we talk about creativity, all right, this is on high with this alignment, is on high here, especially when it comes into the determination to accessing any resources, ways of doing things that's out of the norm. They're determined to be an example of what originality is. You got to remember, this alignment is the both influences of Uranus here. All right. Uranus is already dealing with its ability to be unique, separate itself from the pack, gain power and influence from its individuality. Like I say, it has a very erratic, changeable temperament, okay, especially when it's dealing with any form of restriction, confinement. So you go ahead and tell an Aquarius, you could play around with Aquarius in your family, tell them shit like, sit down. Nigga be standing up. You're like, who the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sit down. You be joking around. They ain't gonna like that shit. All right? You just tell them to do things. Just tell the Aquarius to do things. They don't like taking the commands. This Saturn, like, this is your Saturn and Uranus, so it's hard to move, it's hard to budge, and then they're the ones already seeing what they could take power over. They used to motherfuckers try to take power over them. All right. So shout out to Suns in Aquarius, Suns in Scorpios, Moons in Aquarius. But this alignment brought a lot of tension to conclude the damn week. All right. This alignment brings some damn tension. It's hard to relate your viewpoints, but you feel so deeply on it. You might notice you're losing the argument, but you still feel too deep on your emotional stance on your point to take accountability for being wrong. So it get crazy with this alignment. All right. So hopefully I ain't getting into too much intense things. I almost didn't get on this live stream, to be honest with y'all. I almost didn't get on this live stream today because this alignment had my foot, because it's hitting the fixed signs heavy. I got Taurus in my 4th house, and some shit happened close to home today that made me want to utilize a lot of Scorpio energies and get on some intense BS. But I had to sit down and realize, we not going there. We evolved past that, and it's your response to things. All right, I had to sit down and really recollect on that. So hopefully, if you guys dealt with any form of intensity during this weekend, all right, you were able to recollect and not have somebody trigger responses or having any type of circumstances in your life, trigger responses that were out of character, because this is an intense one right here. All right, so it also helps us understand how to navigate different alternative ways, unconventional ways, new ways when it comes into dealing with things we feel heavy on, feel deeply about. So you may have came into this transit, already riding the determined wave with all the 8th house Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio energy going on. And then when we hit this alignment, you were able to tweak something mentally from how you see how you've been working on things, right? You were able to entertain how maybe other spaces in the world, other environments in the world could either add on, relate, probably pick up a certain on how to do something that you're building based off the critique from the outside space of an associate, people you're around. So a lot of mysterious shit happens with this type of alignment in the air. So you cannot underestimate any form of information that you guys ran into around this weekend, especially if it has anything to do with you gaining stability and you dealing with healing. Because with this alignment, they're going to go out of their way. They're going to go motherfucking to Dr. Sebi island in Brazil, wherever, in Honduras or something, to meditate and get their whole shit chakras aligned and everything. They're gonna take the extremes, all right, in order to get into a healing bag, into a transformation bag. These are two of the top 3 signs in the zodiac dealing with transformation. So it's very likely that a lot of us are coming into this week being a little extreme about something we just changed. All right. And we may have to learn how to react to that during this week, right? We was extreme about doing something on Saturday, earlier today. All right. Now we got to learn how to react to the circumstances of that bitch this week. All right. You told your girl, you moved into your girl house. Y'all done been getting into it. Your ass ain't got nowhere to live. Y'all got into some shit this week. You said, I'm out getting all my shit and picking all my shit. Nigga packed all his shit, got a week stay at the Motel Inn. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to figure it out, brother. All right. Because that extreme walkout, you could, I don't know why your ass moved it there the first one. Use the man, motherfucker. All right. Shit. Tell her ass to move the fuck in with you. What's wrong with you? Shit. You gotta do something. You gotta do some type of manly shit coming there. But I put my name in the lease. I'm taking over the mortgage. You gotta do some type of manly shit. Something. All right. If you moving into her shit. All right. Because you in her shit. When I was in my early 20s, I used to just be mad about little shit with my mom. I used to go to bed thinking, hold on, this her shit. I'm not a young nigga no more. So fellas, keep that jump in your fucking head. All right? Ladies, there ain't no knock on y'all, ladies. Ain't no motherfucking knock on y'all, ladies, because y'all done got stable and y'all ran into a nigga that y'all love that ain't stable. You gotta have to figure that shit out with you and your ego. I'ma pray for you. But that's your situation. Y'all better be humble about it and get it together. All right? Any brothers out there that let this transit get them too goddamn extreme, you got 7 days. And I know them bed bugs in the Motel Inn is a motherfucker too. All right? If you in the bitch from the Bronx, if you don't go to no motel in the Bronx, get your ass for real. All right? Whatever you spot you moving into, you bringing a bunch of new creatures with your ass. Them niggas is coming out your ears, your pores, your motherfucking hair follicles. All right? Where the fuck these bugs come from? Nigga using 7 days in the motel and should never got into it with your motherfucking Scorpio moon girlfriend. All right? So that's what's going on, y'all. Hopefully y'all ain't get to no extreme shit that y'all gonna be reacting to this week. Sister Belle Papillon, one of my most devoted sisters in the building. I see you, sister. All right? So we got that going on with Moon and Aquarius all day. That Sun and Scorpio, Moon and Aquarius transit, full attention, stubbornness. It's just hard to connect your point at times. It's like it's either the extreme of you being real influential and empowering to somebody with something or the concept they never heard or seen before. Or there's a lot of clash of stubborn energy around this time. You feel too deeply and you think you so expanded on the thought of what you connected that can't nobody know more than what I'm saying right now. It's mixed with this emotion. This should gotta mean something. This should gotta be true. It don't matter how hard you feel on something, it don't mean it's true. Some signs think that shit true. All right. Yeah. I ain't gonna drag you out tonight because I'm trying to do better with time. But just because you're feeling more passionate about your statement ain't got shit to do with the statement being real. Whatever signs is kind of thinking about that a little bit is your ass. Yes, it's you. Whatever signs that stayed on that for a little bit. Any sign that shit was just like, okay, that's common knowledge. You good. Any signs that's a little stuck up on that right now, sit y'all ass down. We're going to pray for y'all. All right? Rebuke. Casamigos. Blunt wraps. All right? Grabber, tobacco, Hennessy, ghetto tongues. All right? So, Sun and Aquarius moon, Sun and Scorpio moon and Aquarius to enter the new week on a Sunday on the 25th. Then we were also dealing with the moon, all right, in Aquarius, harmonizing with Venus in Libra. All right. So that did help bring some harmony with this energy full of tension. So a lot of our circumstances may have started with some tension, All right, but gradually progressing through the dialogue, it was up to y'all to start making decisions if we're gonna access the positivity and the optimism in where we going right now with this argument and debate. At some point, it maybe have been around the 3-minute mark, 5-minute mark. This motherfucking moon in Aquarius kicked in with Venus. Venus kicked in because she's in contact with it. So y'all dealing with air energy. You arguing, you relating with whoever the fuck you argue relating with. Venus kicked in and was like, listen, y'all know y'all don't want to be too destructive right now. Who's wrong? Who's right? Take accountability. Let's get on the same page, make some new standards so we can have a new form of a value so we don't have to, we could prevent this issue we have right now. So I hope Venus came in and saved y'all. All right. I hope Venus came in and brought some love back in the room, especially with a lot of Saturn like relationships. All right. Relationships beyond intimacy, not beyond, but besides intimacy. All right. You got some business relationships, relationships in the workspace, things with your friendships in some type of shape or form, all different type of things. Relationships been all willy nilly, these past couple of months. Okay. So good old moon in Aquarius energy harmonizing with Venus in Libra, okay? And then the moon also started to sextile Mercury in Sagittarius. Okay, so I shouldn't have even spent that much goddamn time. No, I still should have spent that much time on Sun and Scorpio and Aquarius moon because it's still all this help. It still felt like crazy. All right, it was still intense. Okay, but moon trining Venus. All right, moon harmonizer in Sagittarius. If you can't find some optimism with them, with those two alignments coming in to help with the thing that you're thinking hard about changing, transforming in some type of shape or form, I don't know. Because those is two beastie, crazy ones right there. All right. Sagittarius energy, Venus in Libra energy, two placements, Mercury in Sag, Venus in Libra. These placements is not trying to stay on the negative for more than 0.2. Word to everything. Okay. So let's keep that in mind, y'all. Let's keep that in mind. Some of y'all dealing with somebody and you was the one trying to access all the love, all the new the prosperous energy through this debate argument. You trying to evolve through this argument. Arguments is good. They good, y'all. Good old argument with your partner. You need them. All right. Relationship like see, this is where I don't want to praise Scorpio so much right now, but we understand this. We thrive off that in the relationships. So we go to sleep like that was a good one. That was a good one. I triggered her good with that one. She got me with a little uppercut when she mentioned my communication issues probably stemming from the relationship with my parents. She got me good with that little uppercut. I didn't see that one coming. All right. I got her back a little bit about not wearing her makeup all the time, though. I got her little insecurity trigger right there. She forced to go bare for the next 7 days. All right? A good little subconscious gut blow here and there ain't gonna hurt nobody. Unless you know what your partner really made of, family. You hear what I'm saying? All right? It's my good toxic advice, but Scorpio season ain't over. All right? I can still ride this toxic wave for a little bit. I know I've been wilding, and I told you I was gonna be wilding before we got into Scorpio season. Let me have the rest of this shit. All right? The problem with y'all is sometimes y'all don't know how to take the hit. All right? When your partner give you a good traumatic subconscious hit, take it. You know what? You're right. Never did really felt that affection from my mother. That was a good one, but this relationship gonna help me learn how to deal with it. You good gut punching woman. Spiritual gut puncher. All right, you gotta learn to appreciate that shit for real, y'all. Motherfuckers be in relationships with y'all, just be wanting y'all flesh and y'all time and y'all company, everything that make y'all feel good. And don't be giving you no spiritual gut punches. All right, it be the ones that's here. This is the one God placed. Like, yep, this one right here. Oh yeah, this one gonna do them for real. We gonna get some evolving up in this piece with this mug that I just put in their life. And this mug got is Tyson. Is Holyfield like a mug with some spiritual gut just for your ass. All right. It's good relationships right there. It's good partnerships. All right. So hopefully, guys, you got any spiritual gut punches over the weekend. All right, today. Use it to evolve. Get back in the gym, fight, train harder. All right. But in general, guys, with the combination of, of these energies entering the weekend, all right, entering the new week, excuse me, it brings a real strong conversational vibe because there's a lot of air. So it brings a strong conversational vibe, but it is a relatable influence in there, all right? A sense of cooperativeness, a sense of fairness with it, but it's attached to the intensity. So the intensity is the foundation. This is the flowering on it. This is the influence on it. The Venus in Libra, the Mercury in Sagittarius. Let's make it light. Let's just get the lesson of this cycle that we're going through right now. Let's just find a way to look higher of what we're going through right now. Let's find a way to remember what we truly value despite what the intensity is at the moment. All right. So hopefully we persevered, being stronger spirits through this space. Okay. And then lastly, this was actually a note. This was actually just a little note I had before getting into Sunday. Guys, Sunday Mars been conjunct for a little business, All right, Sun and Mars been conjunct for a little minute. So let's make sure that influence of determination and that ability to channel focus around this time, we gotta access that energy as much as possible, right? Not saying you can't access that energy when we're not dealing with super motivating transits, but guys, when it's around, you got to use the juice. All right, use the juice. I like that phrase. I don't know where that came from. One of my guys just dropped that on me. All right, that's what we call. Shout out to Neptune on the use the juice, family. Use the spiritual juice when it's around. Okay. And this week got a lot of that motivational spiritual juice for real. Okay, so that's what we got going on with that coming into the weekend. Moon Day, guys. Tomorrow, Moon enters Pisces early. All right, 9:29 a.m. But before the Moon enters Pisces, all right, we're gonna get that direct square to Aquarius. So they ain't even motherfucking directly square each other yet. The Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Scorpio. Okay, so before we get into that, a couple hours, they hit more of a direct, square, and then later into the rising, the Moon enters Pisces. So we got to understand this is a first quarter moon, post new moon aftermath. There's a lot of crisis moments that's associated with this phase of the moon. All right, it's fresh off of a new moon peak. So when we carry out the rest of this week, guys, we just got to keep these things in mind. All right, remember the new changes, the new revelations. These are all things that are building the foundation of new cycles that are a new cycle. We be talking about new cycles. New cycles be lasting a minute. It's like, damn, I thought the new cycle started last night and then boom. No, this motherfucker starts here and then the new cycle starts there. Then it's chapter 2. All right, when we talk about spirituality, things be a little longer than you think. Okay, so we still in new cycle energy, but this is a great week for birthing things for sure. I've been telling you we've been in birth energy in general, but there's going to be certain times in that space that the energies are very active. Universe is like, please feed me something new, feed me a new thought, a new idea. Where is that? All right, so vibes are still very high, so the potential for tension is still very likely. Understand what alignments we just spoke about that are favoring us going into tomorrow that you guys can access so you don't get out of character, and it helps you have more of a spiritual wiser way of responding to things. Okay, and that's what we got going into Moon Day. All right, guys, so we deal with that little sense of tension, but Moon gets into Pisces and we get into some trine energy. All right, so some deep diving to start the week, guys. Okay, getting in tune with the subconscious, and it's Pisces energy. So you're not just forced to get in tune with your subconscious and the things that may be neglected in your subconscious with the combination of the Sun and Scorpio, but you're also forced to understand the subconscious of the environment and the influences around you. All right. Hopefully this is around this week, some people can really get their partner or somebody they're connected to and strike a nerve to really get them to see your understanding from something that you wasn't being a gaslighting narcissist selfish motherfucker about. You was actually really trying to get them to honor some real nigga shit in a relationship and they just couldn't see it. But hopefully it ain't gonna be something you say around this time. It ain't gonna really be something you do different. It's just the fact that we got this strong trine energy. We got a strong trine, all right, amongst the water signs. And when it comes into things changing and transforming, you have water, more of an understanding of why things are happening in that present moment. So hopefully the things that are changing and transforming in our personal, individual lives, we gain more of understanding and more of a water, more of a flow. I feel like that was a little lame. I don't know why I did that, but more of a flow out this bitch. Okay. Shit. When a nigga gotta do some lame shit, that I gotta be extra gangster for 3 seconds. Like, why did I have to curse so much? Like, that was lame too. I'm being extra lame tonight. Sorry, guys. All right. So, anyways, that's what we got going on with that nice trine energy. All right. Mutable and Pisces gonna make sure you feel your environment other than and feel yourself out, right? Pause, but feel your environment out and understand how it's affecting, how all the people, places, and things you connected to are impacting the things you haven't created yet. Okay, not just your emotional well-being, not just your mental well-being. No, Pisces is dealing with that subconscious starter pack energy. So this is the transit where we make deep revelations about how something in our environment, how a relationship experience, maybe how an experience is impacting something we haven't even birthed yet. And this is important to have these type of revelations when we're in such a potent birthing space. All right, guys. All right, family. So you got that going on, stepping into tomorrow. Uh, but oh, excuse me. I got a little gap in my paragraph right here. Excuse me. The day ain't over. This is actually, yeah, this is because I know one of these days was super active. All right. It's really the start of the week. So then we also later into the day, the sun starts to harmonize in a sextile with Pluto in late degrees Capricorn. So when I talk about this energy of that determination vibration to what you're building, having a huge influence this week, that ain't no play around energy right there. That ain't no play around energy when the sun gets in contact with Pluto. So it's already in a state of trying to evolve itself, reinvent itself. But then it has this provides the ability to have this outlook on what we're building, but in a steady way, in a patient way. All right. I know a lot of times when we're dealing with strong creative birth energy, right? Something that we really want to start seeing the remnants of the potential in real time, we could be a little antsy, but this one helps to sustain the determination, but in a more condensed way, right? So your passion, energy is not all over the place. You have a container to put it in. So we're aligning a lot of the things that we're goal-oriented about, and we're seeing more better pockets to fit sun, seeing awareness, seeing better pockets on how we could fit things into our regimen, our blueprint, our plan, how we're structuring things, or things we're already building, right? See it in a space where we're seeing how we could fit things in that area that helps support some form of transformation. A goal. I'm saying these things because they both share these things. Mars and Scorpio are both super goal-oriented signs. All right, if we're looking at the most goal-oriented signs in the zodiac, Mars and Scorpio is falling in the top 5. They might be 3, both. I'm pretty sure my top 3 is gonna be most goal-oriented. My top 3 is gonna be something that it's gonna be the Mars signs off rip. It's gonna be the Mars signs off rip. Okay, so we got that going on. All right. So we seek some depth and substance in our activity and actions, guys. All right. So our actions, everything that we're dealing with, expression and putting our hands on, and nothing surface level. When Pluto gets in contact with the sun, we look at everything we've been placing action into, and we see how if it was meaningful or not, if it moves us or not. Why was I even caught up in this habit or cycle in the first place? This shit don't even move me emotionally, spiritually, do nothing for me subconsciously. All right. So your sun this is a transit for your sun, to evolve past things that, all different type of different tasks or things that you're taking action on that ain't got shit to do with shit, right? Pluto brings a whole sense of substance and depth into everything when it's connected to another planet. Okay. So of course that once again that reinventive type spirit is going to be easy to get into that space around this time. Beautiful energy to be in alignment with around this time. All right, new ways of dealing with old issues, and best believe overall we can be extreme. We can be extreme jumping into this energy, but it may take some of us to be extreme. If you've been caught up in some quicksand for a little bit, you gonna have to. I don't know. Well, quicksand is a bitch. I don't know if you're getting out that shit. But if you've been, long story short, you've been caught up in a cycle issue for a while, it takes that heavy of a Kickstarter push to even start executing, something different from that cycle, from that habit, and hell of a lot of spiritual energy to sustain that because you've been dealing with that for so long. Okay. I got an addictive ass personality. People be saying that shit to like it sound good. No, I'm dead serious. Like I got a lot of Venus Mars energy. Like I got a lot of Venus 8th house energy. Like those are addictive traits. Those influence, having a lot strong Venus 8th house energy, 2nd house energy, 12th house energy, Neptune energy. It's just so many different alignments that can manifest somebody having a struggle, being able to disconnect it from, depending on what the planet is, what they're struggling to disconnect from. It could be a love matter, something that makes them feel good, a dream, an imagination, a thought, all different type of things. It could have different alignments where somebody is so hard for them to disconnect from a certain thought form in some type of shape or form. Mercury squaring Pluto, Mercury squaring, having a bad Mercury Pluto aspecting type of alignment, that shit could turn into mental illness. You can't even disconnect from ideology about something. You either looking delusional, people think you crazy. So it's different type of alignments when we talking about, having struggles dealing with those things in general. But that's that's what they're here to teach us something. Struggle alignments is here to teach us something. But you got to be able to read the room, read the signs. All right, guys. So let's just make sure we're one with that transformative influence, as we've been trying to sustain for the longest here. And then also Chiron in Aries. All right, guys. Chiron in Aries trines Mercury in Sag. Okay. So, Chiron Aries has been in Aries doing its thing, making us take a lot of spiritual gump punches in our Aries house when it comes into honoring our individuality, making sure that the things that challenge our individuality, whether it's peer pressure, whether it's people trying to get us to conform to certain things in that house, whether it's other people really being an example of the I am in that house, and that being what's motivating us to channel our I am in some type of shape or form in our Aries house over the past couple years with Chiron in there. We've been dealing with some repetitive cycles, having those things being challenged. Now that energy's harmonizing with Mercury and Sag. So all the new revelation thoughts and ideologies Mercury has developed up into this point, guys, our higher ways, more evolved ways of looking at certain things with our transformative process, that gets geared right towards Chiron and Aries. So now it's more of a determined way to get up and deal with the issue today. It's like, you know what? I can't wait to go to school on Monday. I got some shit for my bully. I had enough. And that ass whooping is the ass whooping of the bully life. That ass whooping right there. Oh, that bully goes down after that ass whooping. Motherfucker come back to school a whole nother nigga. Nigga, we know your government name now. Teacher wasn't even saying your government name in attendance. That motherfucker saying your name in your government name in attendance. All right? Ain't no little bam bam as you here. No. Motherfucking motherfucking Alexander Johnson is no no bully nickname. So that one right there, all right. And you just been sick and tired. I mean, you got some extreme fight that just gets let out in some type of shape or form because you're just sick and tired of dealing with insecurity, and you want to just tackle, the foundation of it, or you're sick of dealing with a wound in a certain area, or a mistake or an error or misreading something in a certain area, that now this alignment makes you thirsty to deal with it, to deal with the situation. It's like, I want somebody to challenge my individuality today. So we could be a little turned up. Mercury and Sag, Chiron and Aries. You got to remember, it's fire energy. So it's dealing with expression in some type of shape or form. It's going to deal with expression. So anybody trying to pay you with something that making you feel inadequate about anything around this time, you could be a little extreme, but it is a lovely transit to be able to once again bring that revelation influence towards the things we've been experiencing with Chiron in Aries. So if you got Chiron and Aries in a firehouse, you about to download a whole new revelational way of looking at things, dealing with your creative aspiration, your creative expression in some type of shape or form, and your self-identity and how you're seen, all right, and how your awareness can be utilized in different ways. You're going to get over certain humps understanding these things going into this week. If you got Aries and Earth houses, when it comes into something that you've been struggling trying to establish your independence with, when it comes into something you're building in reality, you're going to run into that revelational spirit around this time and have a new mentality and attitude on how to think about those obstacles. If you have Aries in the air house, when it comes into your relationships, anyways it's been hard for you to establish your independence or have your independence and individuality be aligned in the relationship departments of your life, I hope to God Mercury comes through, because it gets sticky here. I got Aries in the air house in my third house. So talk about bullied. I was that nigga though. Monday I got some shit for this nigga. And I ain't never looked back since, family. I never looked back since church. Bitch ass nigga. I remember that bitch ass nigga. But anyways, not to get too deep into that. Okay. Uh, if you got Aries in the air houses, you may have people trying to over assert. I don't even know if that's proper English, but overly assert their motherfucking individuality and their I am on you like a bitch. And you have to deal with different circumstances, how you respond to that. And that may have created certain insecurities or outlooks on how your individuality is established in relationships. So around this time, you're gonna have a higher evolved way of looking at that shit. And once again, Mercury, Sagittarius, one thing about Sagittarius that y'all haven't learned already, they ass don't like holding on to shit for that long neither. It's certain signs that in my not in my personal life, because I have more of a rapport with somebody like my best friend, my mom, this and the third, but it be times I be getting into things with certain signs. It might be a girl I was dealing with, and she might be a Gemini Sun Sag Moon. I get into some shit with her. Now, you gotta understand, guys, I have a lot of Scorpio energy, so I have to remind myself that I'm holding something too deep. It's not that deep, but a lot of the time somebody else reminds me that. All right. And it's been many times I didn't went to a situation like with this alignment. And I had to remind myself, why was I going into this conversation so heavy? Bay's not a heavy alignment person. I gotta stop throwing this heavy shit around. Like, she's a Gemini Sun Sag Moon. She's over what happened last week. All right, she's over that I've been leaving her on red and ghosted her on my Libra bullshit. She's just happy I'm here. She's fucking happy I'm here. What are we exploring and experiencing now, lucky Libra man? All right. So certain signs that go now you fucking with some fixed signs, you fucking with some heavy water, all right? Not Pisces water, some Cancer, Scorpio water. Yeah, we ain't gonna get over that hump that quick. We got some shit to confront in this bitch. All right. But shout outs to everybody there. But that's Aries in the air houses, and then what's the Aries in the that's all of them. Aries in the fire, Aries in the water houses. Aries in the water houses. All right, you guys been having Chiron in the water houses. So you guys definitely been the ones that's been dealing with more potential for some goddamn gaslighting. All right. And attracting some motherfuckers projecting on y'all when it comes into you trying to establish an individual presence with your emotional stance on something, maybe in a home environment, right? It may be dealing with something with passions and goals and things you're trying to transform and overcome in your life. Eighth house might be something with your creative aspirations, how you want to deal with your spiritual journey or journeys and paths you trying to manifest and assert in your life in general. Aries in the 12th house. This is what you're finna have a new revelation for. Now I remember why I say Sagittarius don't hold on to shit. See, guys, this is why I'm really trying to learn to be here with it, because I be here and there. All right, I'm really trying to learn, y'all. I'm really trying to learn. I think I'm doing all right, y'all. I think I'm doing all right. Can I see some plates if I'm doing all right? Wait, hold on. I ain't see no. What the Fizzy? Am I tripping? Is this my church? Because I ain't seen no white things in the comments for a little minute. I might hold on, because y'all, this ain't my church. And I thought we was doing good. And I thought we was doing good tonight, because that Sister Scarlet Hour, what's come on now. Come on now. Them plates, them white plates is usually there, family. Let's not go backwards. We've been through too much. We've been through too much these past 60 days. All right, all right. Let me know God is good. Those plates mean a lot. All right. A picture has an emoji has 1,000 words. Says 1,000 words, family. That plate says so much. It says you're worshiping. It says you're present. All right. It says you give yourself grace. It says you're giving pastor grace. All right. It says so much, family. It says you're showing gratitude, family. You're giving the plate. All right. You're giving. You ain't holding on. You're giving because you know you're going to receive, family. Do you get why I want you to drop the plates? They're so meaningful. All right. All right. God is good. Ashe. Do I need some ghetto? Okay. Now I brought enough ghetto tongues out tonight already. All right. So, uh, So that's what we got with Aries. All right. Moving through those houses. All right. Hopefully, y'all got a little bit of clarity through them scenarios. Now, moving on to Mars Day, Tuesday, family. We continue with that Moon in Pisces transit. All right. November the 21st. But what we got going on? We got Venus and Libra in conjunct Uranus and Taurus. All right. What we got going on here? A little semi friction between the Venus signs. All right. So it's an energy where we feel the friction it's a light friction. So the friction is pushing us to do something in a harmonious way. So we could get to a harmonious result quick with the in conjunction. All right. It's not as much tension as the square in opposition, but it feel like it's getting there. But we get that signal a little earlier with the in conjunction. All right. And a lot of times, like I said, the in conjunction sides share a couple of a couple of the pairings share some similar influences. So when we talk about Venus and Libra, all right, we understand that energy. And we talk about Uranus and Taurus, okay, this energy is going to motivate us, or we're going to feel inclined in some type of shape or to see the value or appreciate, all right, the unusual, alternative, different ways of doing things around this time. All right, it's somebody out there that's so stuck. Now they determine though, they go oriented, they losing some hours of sleep, right? They the spiritual part, they put in the spiritual part is on deck, and when you got the spiritual part aligned with your manifestation, the other things gonna fall in place. But the spiritual focus and the concentration and the belief and the envisioning part of the process of what you're molding and creating, right? The protective space, because you got to get protective when you got a dream now. You got to get protected when you try to manifest some shit now, right, family? We want to talk about some shit to people sometimes. All right, so you got to protect your dream, your creation, your manifestation. It's an egg, y'all. It's a precious egg. Okay, and you know, this alignment helps us once again the appreciation energy, but Uranus, the change, the transformation, but the change to get some power, right? So it may be something that we're determined about already, something we're trying to gain power established with already, and this Venus energy comes in and helps us be a little bit more open, right, to being a little bit more to being more relatable to different concepts and details towards doing something. I could tell you, I know I'm a great example of somebody that is continuously learning. I got a whole Scorpio intense stellium. So when it comes into that area of my chart, I'm very goal oriented and determined here. But it's as I've got older, I've realized so many times I've overlooked help, guidance, information because I'm too locked into how I want to manifest something, how I'm concentrated onto something. Okay. So this energy allows us to, start paying attention to the different ways to, either change, transform, get a grasp on, or see the detail on something that we're building, right? Okay, so we got that going on, guys. Okay, Venus signs, heavy Venus dominance. Don't be surprised your partner trying to come with some different shit that they think will add some razzle dazzle into the relationship around this time. You might like that shit though. It might sound crazy at first, but you might end up liking that shit though. It's an in conjunction. It may finish nice, but it didn't start so like comfortable. Okay, so glory. Sister Amber G made me hit one of them glories. Sister Tracy's up in the building. Brother, everybody in the building, I know you heard me spiritually shout you out already. Deacon from the hip, everybody. Put that hand of the Lord on ya. All right. So, um, but yeah, guys, that's what we're dealing with. More of an optimistic feel to access when it comes into cycles in our life that involve instability. So all of us that feel like we've been lacking consistency, we've been lacking being able to fixate something that we're trying to gain power about, or something we really do value and appreciate, but it's hard to fix a sense of concentration on it in order of us to gain an advantage of what we're dealing with. Um, this helps us to deal with that, right? This helps us to deal with, okay, let me be more graceful, patient about this, more open to different ways on fixating this energy. Let me give a lot of us may have to learn to give ourselves grace. See, Venus and Libra, man. Venus and Libra. All right. Not everybody deserves that much grace though, but some of y'all that deserve it, hopefully y'all the ones that get under this vibe. Motherfuckers be trying to give themselves grace for nothing. Like, what you been through so far? You got to give yourself grace. It's like shit. I woke up today. Shit, I had to brush my teeth, clean the room, give myself grace. That shit was a lot of work. Cleaning my room and shit. My girlfriend usually do that shit. I was getting hard on myself and everything, bro. I was like, get your ass on, lazy man. All right? You don't need no damn grace. All right? Your ass need a not pace, motherfucker. You need to go in, do more. All right? Your ass is not an ace like a motherfucker. All right, I'm being lame now. All right, let's go. Mercury Day, family. All right? Mercury Day. All right, so wait, did we finish? Yes. So we finished off with that. No, excuse me. Sorry, guys. We still on. The blood of the Christ starting to get to me. Blood of the Christ starting to get to me. So let me get back focused. All right, ooh, my voice. Let's get back focused. Let me get back focused. All right. So more of an optimistic feel to access on cycles of instability. Like I said, guys, anybody feeling like they've been dealing with a sense of instability or cycles of it, it's hard for you to get, once again, that edge of consistency with something you're building on that eventually will transform your sense of stability. This is a great energy to access to get to alignment. And when I say access, to be able to be open or attract things, information, guidance, examples that help you, downloads that help you with these things. All right. And then we also have the day before, all right, on Moon Day, okay, we have the sun, right, in Scorpio that starts to harmonize with Pluto in Capricorn, right? That determined reinvention frequency vibration. And then the next day, guys, right? The next day, Mars in Scorpio follows that up and harmonizes with Pluto in Capricorn, all right? So that Sun and Mars, I got this alignment too. So the Sun and Mars and Scorpio not playing with that Cap Pluto energy, right? Pluto and Cap doing what it's doing over there, being a generational havoc wreaker, all right? Transforming a whole bunch of things, dealing with how we gain stability also in the world. So we having to adjust to the things going on in the world as we go through our own personal transformations. Like, damn, Pluto and Cap. Y'all niggas ain't capping. That's the last thing your ass is doing. You is not capping in that mug. All right, you snapping. All right. And Mars follows that up, guys. So like I said, this ability to channel our focus right now is off the charts. Okay? It's off the charts. If you got water or earth placements, you guys are gonna be the first ones to catch this charge. You're gonna catch this charge real quick. You're gonna be the one getting on other people, being the examples to your friends, family members, and whatnot. It's like, what done got into this mug this week? All right, it's the Sun and Mars and Scorpio charged up with Pluto and Capricorn. I am reinventing myself today. I am not waiting and planning. No, today I am a new person. Okay, and I'm sustaining this bitch too. I got a long-term plan for this motherfucker, and I'm holding this passion like I said with Sun sextile and that. Pluto and Capricorn, the awareness is set to now be more steady and patient, holding on to that formulation of the blueprint. Mars just adds more of a grit and durability towards that. All right, more of a grittier edge towards that. All right, so we're able to take. We're open to take more hits. Right, we're open to see how life, how much life can really life to the point that I ain't gonna accomplish this. What about that one, church? All right, God. Sometimes you got to talk to God and you got to say, what type of obstacle do you have for me, God, that's going to stop me to get to the things you want me to get to? All right, you see how you did that, God? You created the success story and the obstacle. All right, and I'm smart enough to know it. I know you got both for me. So that means I know they both are part of the story. Family, Sister Ebony, Sister Tracism. It's been a while, family. Oh, ta. All right. Cheap lighters, ghetto tongues. All right, family. But yes, so let's get with that vibe. Let's get with that vibe. All right. Mercury Day, guys, moving on to Wednesday. We continue with the moon and Pisces transit, but we also start the sun in Sagittarius transit. All right. I can't say it yet, but that happy solar return. I can say happy solar return. Sad Scorpio, don't shoot me down. Damn. You know the Sag was gonna get on my ass if I ain't give him a little pre-John. All right. I said y'all ass got what, 36 more hours or something? Damn, I just felt all that grudge energy. You don't got y'all ain't learned shit this whole time not to hold that shit so deep. Don't throw it at me. Just transmute the bitch into something. Don't throw it at people. That's projection. That's what we've been talking about the past 30 days. You ain't learned nothing. Scorpio placements. Lighten that shit up during sad season. All right. Damn. All right. Shout out to all my Scorpios. Happy motherfucking solar return to all my Scorpios. We ain't done in this bitch. But happy solar return to all my Sagittarius. All right. It's both of y'all birthdays today. Sagittarius, y'all shit came a little early today. All right. Damn. Okay. But we got that sun and Sag energy. Shout out to all my fire signs. Y'all the cousins. Y'all all finna be lit up. We jumping into revelation season. Mercury already been setting a platform for us a bit. All right. So mentally we've been in revelation in a revelational state. All right, but now, family, first it starts with the thought and then the body follows up, family. All right, the body, Pastor so dramatic, and the body follows up, family. All right, that's what it means when the sun gets into Sagittarius. So now the sun is active in revelation season. All right, we're active getting our self-identity and how we're seeing, how our actions are implemented into the world align with these new forms of enlightenment, these new forms of awareness, these new forms of direction, these new forms of guidance, these new forms of effort, all right? And all the new people, places, and things that we're open towards receiving when it comes into such an explorational space that we're jumping into. All right, family? So shout out to everybody in the building. We jumping into that Sag energy this week. New cycles is on deck. You smell me? All right? So that's what we got going on. And then at the same time, Moon enters Aries in this bitch. So when we talk about a fiery-ass week we get into, god damn, I be taking my notes, but I don't be realizing until we convey them to y'all, family. Expression is everything. Expression is everything. All right. Some things, we got so much things in our mental, but when we push them out, we start realizing, we start expressing things, we start seeing the spiritual images of things like, damn, hold on, this week is a little, hold on. Thought this week was a little healing. This week looked like it's gonna be stealing. You're gonna be on something. I don't know why that song just came in my head. That song, that's my shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit always such a schemy song. That song always dealing with some scheming energy. You're gonna be starting something. You got to be starting something. You're gonna be starting something. Y'all know what's the most fire part about that song? Everybody here know what the most fire part about that song is. The ad lib. Yeah, yeah. Everybody in this bitch, I know for a fact, hits that ad lib like they was back dancing with Mike on the stage. Yeah, everybody and their mother did that to that song before. Everybody. At one point in you ain't saying nothing else about the song. You was in your mind, you was just the nigga in the background dancing. Yeah, you got to be, yeah, got to be now, yeah. That part is so fire. That part is so fire. I wish I could have had Mike in real time in our choir. Praise Mike's name wherever he at. I hope he hearing that. Yeah, wherever he at. I know that realm probably need it. Our realm still needs some of that energy. Fuck. All right. So moving on to Mercury Day, guys. Like I said, starts with the moon in Pisces. Sun enters motherfucking Sag, and then moon enters Aries at 12 p.m. All right. So we get into that fiery influence early, family. So we passionate and determined about this new revelation. All right. It ain't just a regular sun. Damn, this is really gangster the way Sun is entering Sag this year. All right. He ain't just coming in the club by himself. Big ass, bully ass cousin with him. It's like, who's this? Your security guard? No, this is my cousin. It's your cousin? I thought it was your security guard. Who the fuck is this? Yeah, he gonna be chilling with us in VIP. No, not we. If that nigga here, I'm not gonna be. I ain't a part of we. This nigga look like he gonna rob me. It's that Aries intimidation energy. So people are intimidating motherfuckers with their new, with their new identity, who they just evolved into after transformation season. With these new forms of habits that we finna implement to this shit, because we know it's gonna lead into more of a righteous way of living and more of a prosperous, abundant way of experiencing this life thing. We serious and we passionate about that shit, and we very expressive about that shit to start the week. All right. We so passionate about it. When you see other motherfuckers projected on you, you like, you know what? You go ahead with your bad self. You go on with your new identity. All right. You ain't have to shoot me down like that. But you're lucky I'm feeling confident too. I could eat it. We got Sun, Mars, in Scorpio, Sextile, Capricorn. Niggas could take some shots this week. All right. There's some niggas this week gonna get shot. Some gangsters, some street niggas this week getting shot more than 5 times, and they finna eat that bitch. The niggas that clapped them up finna be so paranoid after. It's like, no, this nigga did not just eat 5 shots. Why are you shooting this nigga during this? This the last week for a shootout. You ain't gonna accomplish shit. Everybody defense is high. All this Capricorn got strong exterior. All right, you look at Capricorn. See, I'm a Capricorn rising too. All right, so I can make my little Zoolander. I can make my little Zoolander face real quick. Y'all can see the little jaw thing. What's wrong with me? But strong Capricorn placements, as times, I got my little Sun and Libra thing going on, but I am a rising. You can see like carved facial features and shit. It's like, goddamn, is that your bone, your cheekbone right there? Where the cheek fat at? You got such a model-esque face, but it's tough, but it's model-esque. Like, these features is for real. All right, you got something to go check out my Capricorn in the first house physical traits video. All right, big ass foreheads just like my ass. You see this head? Yes, the head is got 5 head. All right, but the exterior family, that's what I'm getting at. The exterior Capricorn, the durability of the Scorpio energy, the now all this explorational birth, new revelation, new ideology, new enlightenment. I'm going to evolve and establish a new identity based off of what I just shed skin from. Oh, yeah, motherfuckers ain't playing this week. Motherfuckers ain't playing this week. All right, so we lit this week, family. Let's get with the vibes. There's a lot of new things going on. There's a lot of new passionate feels, a lot of evolved passionate feels in the air. All right, and we finna use them because we got to use the juice if we knows what's good for us. All right, family. So that's what we got going on with that moon entering Aries. All right, early in the day at noon. All right, and then before the moon even got into all of that, right? Before at 10 a.m. while it's void, it hits Mars. All right, moon in Pisces hits Mars in Scorpio. So like all this, you see how much activity going on with the charged up alignments. Okay, don't be too charged up on your loved ones. Like family, we want to be charged up on their ass right now. So just make sure we direct it. Like I said, a lot of power could be hard to control. So that's why we do this. That's why we here, to understand the power we have and how to direct it better, but also understand the power and energies of the environment that be. Okay, so we could be better navigating our power within it. That's why we here, family. All right. So yes, that moon trines Mars. So even we're determined to connect, like we're determined to connect and express heavily getting into this middle portion of the week as soon as Sun gets into Sagittarius. It's not fucking around. Sag season finna be one. I already know Sag season. This Sag season finna be one. All right. Now moving into Jupiter Day, guys, on the 23rd, moon in Aries. All right. We just continue with that moon in Aries, Sun in Sagittarius transit, that fiery, passionate about, seeing these new ideologies take place in your life one day at a time. All right. And then moving on to Venus Day, guys, November 24th, the moon enters Taurus midday, early evening, 3:30 p.m. Okay, so we're gonna have that Sun in Sagittarius, moon in Taurus influence. What's that? Is this a in conjunction? Yeah, this in conjunction. I'm bugging. We're about to get right into the full moon. So it's that in conjunction energy, right? So now we have to be a little bit forced. Like I said, in conjunction, guys, it's about to be our opposite. So it has that mild friction. We get to see things a step ahead so we don't run into the major friction. So when it comes into this, like I said, new ideologies, being Sun in Sagittarius, one thing about this alignment, we give it its praise for its ability to deal with higher learning, a lot of educational influences, very spiritually inclined sign, but heavy transits through Sagittarius, which we're about to experience, calls for a lot of circumstances where your knowledge and wisdom is challenged and also spiritually pushed to be applied. So we got to keep that in fact. It doesn't even, if you really think about it, family, it doesn't even make sense to think about transits through a heavy spiritually, educationally influence sign, and I think our knowledge and wisdom is not going to be challenged in certain spaces. Where is our knowledge and wisdom going to be challenged? Look at the house you have Sagittarius in, and look at the house you have Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. And these are the first three houses. These are the first three right here. Suspects right here. All right. But especially in the house that Sagittarius in, because you about to have the sun and Mars and Mercury all up in there. Okay. Your ability to express, communicate, sun, self-identity, have your ideology expression, be comfortable with that being worn on your identity. So say that shit with your chest and be like, yeah, I'm the face vessel that express that. So whatever type of result feedback that comes with that, that's me. I get that too. So, be one with all of that. All right. But we're very determined to be one with that, because Mars eventually is going to get into that triple tag team going on. Brother ER and brother, I know that donation for everybody. Happy Sag season to everybody from the church from Brother ER. All right. That was some good. That was a good blessing from brother right there. And I don't even got to say it because I know he believes. All right. If you're new to the church, you may not know how that sentence finishes, but I know that brother believes this week. All right. Ashe, if you don't know, Sister Scarda or somebody in the church will help you finish that sentence. All right. But yeah, famous. So the moon and Taurus, what happens here is now we're forced to deal with that once again, mild friction. Remember, Sagittarius wants to be out and about, explore, right? Touch new things, connect to new things, leave its imprint, its influence on others so it can see them grow and expand. That gets Sagittarius so hype, right? Because of my influence in your life, because of that seed I planted on you in this stage of your life, because I knew that was a gem that you needed, and now I seen you grow years later, and you come back to me like, yo, I remember when you told me that back then, bro. Woo! When you do some shit like that to a Sag placement, Pisces placement too, but we talk about Sagittarius. Woo! Sagittarius, half a days off that. You know that picture with the boy, and it's like, this how your mom look. You open up Christmas present, you Sagittarius all day. Look what that gem did. Look at them expanding, how they expanding. All right. So Sagittarius love some of that. Okay. But what happens? Moon gets into Taurus, and now we forced to be practical about sustaining that bitch. It's like, damn. As soon as the sun got into Sagittarius, the moon was in Aries, so it's all good. We in alignment, just running with the feel and the new identity, new cycles in this bitch. We could just run in the feeling and fire deal with that feeling. We could just run in that, and it's all good. God says, go ahead. This you in alignment doing that. This the starter kit right now for Sag season. But run it right into the motherfucking weekend right before the full moon. It come with some practical shit. Moon and Taurus says, all right, slow all that shit up. Taurus place, here come Taurus. Slow all that shit up. Put your clothes in the put your clothes in the drawer. Your room's messy. You're passionate and unorganized. What's wrong with you? Taurus come shut all that shit. Clean your room up. You're so passionate, even wash your ass today. You just a goal-oriented, stinking spirit. All right? God love cleanliness. Go wash your ass before you manifest something out this mug. You counterproductive like a mug. But Taurus gonna get it together. The moon and Taurus transit gonna make sure you remember godliness is cleanliness, no matter how passionate your ass is about a new self-identity. All right. Shout out. This is why we need everybody. Shout out to the Taurus placement, reminding people to wash their ass. And remember, that's something you need to value. All right, fuck all the spiritual values, what you got to value for your healing and the new people, places, and things. That is something that has been underestimated value in the age of 2023. All right, ass washing. Shout out to all the Tauruses in the building. That's why we need y'all. All right, y'all be fucking Taurus up. How you know Taurus knows? Because they giving y'all ass massages. Y'all funky ass coming to the massage parlor. Just absurd. You are out of pocket. How the hell you putting my dear Taurus in that environment? Gonna give you a dedicated, devoted to making sure you feel some shit. That shit is an experience, and you can't even wash your ass before. You know what, Taurus? I don't even care if you do the shit with the mood. Y'all get moody. Taurus moody. Taurus like top 3 moods is hard to deal with. Top 5, like my Taurus girl moody. Damn. At least my air girl get moody is like that. It ain't gonna last that long. Ain't gonna last that long. This is whatever. It's temporary. What time is it? 6. She be good by 10, give or take. Yeah. Fire girl, moody. All right, whatever. Get the expression out now, cause get it out now. You're moody. Get that shit out now, cause it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to bed by 9. I'm not gonna be ready to go to bed and you let it out late. Get it out. See, this is me training fellas to just deal with your element or your girl. Get it out now. You got to time her shit. Fire girl moody. Just time it or start the argument when you want to start it so she could get the blaze out. Then she could come down, smoked wood, right? Fire gone is just to smoke out the wood. It's like, bro, you know you're a trip. Like, I know, but sometimes I know, fire woman, girlfriend, lady. I ain't tripping. I'll let you get that blaze out, woman. I know your ass turned up. All right, but you're passionate and you're passionate about me, woman. That's all it is. Ain't no other nigga before you understood that shit. All right. Okay. So shit. The moody elements. Air signs shit ain't gonna last that long. Fire signs is just a timer until they let it out and they go back to settling. Now them earth and water signs, this is where this is where shit get fucked. And as you can see, these are the feminine elements, all right? As you can see out this bitch. Feminine energy receives, family. All right, everything makes sense. Okay. Cancer takes some shit to the grave. Scorpio to the grave. Pisces take a lie to the grave. All right. Capricorn y'all forget that's the damn devil. All right. The devil taking some things to hell in the name of getting stability in the earth realm. Fuck is you talking about? All right. Taurus. All these niggas, when these niggas get moody, you know what? I'm going home. You let me know when you over your shit. You let me know when you over your shit. All right, Cancer woman. No, boy, because we're going to do this right now. Matter of fact, I forgot you as cardinal water. I got to treat you like a fire sign a little bit. Get out. You don't get the blaze out. You get the tide wave out. Get the tide wave out. But you got to put your scuba gear on for them motherfuckers. That should be heavy. The shit that just fucks you up about the water signs is like, you see how you let the fire sign get your fire girlfriend moody, you let her get her shit out, then whatever, she settles back down, right? The shit that gonna fuck you up about the Cancer, the water signs, but especially the Cancers, they gonna get that shit out. And then by the time you go to bed, that shit's still like, the tide is still ruffled. It's like, didn't you get the shit out earlier? It's water. Water don't go from cold to hot overnight. What the fuck you think this is? All right, you ain't twisting drains like a motherfucker. This spiritual water, this temperament is like, the temperament of water does not change like that quick unless you're manipulating it. If you're letting it be, your moody girl can't. You gotta let your water girlfriend, fellas, all of y'all in here, y'all thought y'all was gonna get some like secret shit. It ain't no secret shit with they shit. That temperament flows the way it flows. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces woman, the temperament of how her water flows when you met her will be the temperament of how her water flows forever. Okay, learn that current. All right, the nigga that learns the current is the one that sustains the connection with her ass. It's this simple. You can't. They gonna stick to their shit. They gonna stick to their guns. All right, so Cancer moody girl, water moody girlfriend. A little communication is gonna hash shit out, obviously, with all of these situations, but they shit is like, just know it's 6 o'clock. You felt the mood. By 8, she blasted off. She had the whatever. She let the tide out. You spoke about it. 10 o'clock, you think you about to get into a cuddle bag. You still feel like, it's like, all right, you ain't so open to this cuddle tonight, but I'm going to get in this bitch. Fuck that. You feel me? That shit gonna be all right by tomorrow, by the noon. Like, let her do breakfast. All right, let her break that fast. All right. So you gotta give water signs a little bit more time. Water just don't water's not like that. Air, fire, yes. Air, fire is like this. Everything with air, fire be like this, and they gotta learn that things be like this a lot of times, so they could not be like this. All right. Sometimes water signs gotta learn to be like this. Okay, like, no, I ain't holding that too deep. The fuck. All right, but just like we were saying in previous streams, for y'all that was there, this is why the water signs are the examples of how to deal with the feel it out process. But we were talking about the negative ways they do it. I realize I ain't go too deep in Pisces on that example, all right? But for the most part, water signs are the examples of how you got to deal with your feeling process and how you in some type of shape or form, or it's gonna end up biting you in your ass if you don't know how to connect to your subconscious and see what's going on in there. All right. And then Moody Earth girlfriend just, man, oh, it's so annoying. Cause it's practical. Start doing lame practical shit. Take a nigga off the Netflix. Oh, why you took a nigga off the Netflix? Why you took a nigga off stars? You know Kanan season 3 finna back on in this bitch. God damn. Taurus girlfriend. She done, you know them earth signs get petty, y'all. Guys, you know them earth signs is petty. All right, you take petty to a realistic level. Take a nigga off the Netflix. All different type of shit. Nigga was using the Uber account. Nigga try to order a meal. Card disconnected. You need to put a new card. It's like, wait, hold on. Who took the card out the... Damn, my Capricorn women play too much. All right. So earth signs do some shit. They take some shit out your reality when they turn to be a little petty and shit. Be some shit your ass fake need and shit. So it forces you to apologize. You got to apologize against your will. What type of bullshit is that? It's like, all right, babe, you going... all right, you're going to take my car keys? All right, come on. I'm sorry. I got to go to work. I'm sorry right now. Nigga, temporary sorry so you get to work. Come on, babe. Come on. You wildin'. You want a nigga to get money out of you or earth sign. That's some self-hate you got from me right now. You supposed to want me to get money. So the fact you taking my car keys and I can't get to work, that means you hate me yourself. You should want to see other people get money. Hating poor bitch. Give me my damn keys. Nigga be sorry for a little bit. Nigga go to work, be texting her ass. You know what, bitch? You need to get the fuck up out of my life. You almost made me get to work late. This shit is so backwards. Ain't you a fucking Capricorn? You so toxic. You's not an example of who you supposed to be. All right? No, that's what it is. It's just that, no, they's the example of what the fuck they supposed to be. It's just that they was in a dark bag. So they dark bag or positive bag is still dealing with reality. You just saw the dark side of dealing with the reality. Do some shit that fuck up your reality. All right? So just be careful with dark, toxic earth signs. All right? Moody, I don't want to deal with that mood. That mood get realistic. And it's earth sign. So this is the last thing I'm gonna say is Moody, Moody earth sign woman is like, is earth. You be thinking the mood is over. That shit's still there. It's like, oh shit, damn. I was reading her face too literal. She's an earth woman. The little face is a little bit reserved. Look like she moody when she not sometimes. I don't even know how to read this for real. So that shit will throw you off. All right. So that's what we got going on with the moody. I just had to go into that example. Moody girlfriends. All right. Ladies, you know which one you is in there. Okay. But Venus Day, guys, so that's what the moon and Taurus energy is doing. Is gonna put us in a situation where we gotta practically sustain some shit. You look at your whatever house you got Taurus, and something gonna happen in that house that's gonna challenge all this new ideology shit. And it's gonna be something like, damn, I have to be serious about this. Your new ideology was some shit about placing boundaries on your toxic ex-partners or some shit. The Taurus, you know, moon getting to Taurus and some shit is gonna be some real literal shit that happens. You gotta make a real decision how you react to this shit. But it's gonna be a test of character to see how much this new you, this new evolved you is really here. All right, guys. So let's stay evolved. All right, because I believe we did some evolving in this piece during Scorpio season. All right, whether it was mild to major, I know my church grew. All right, Ashe, ha ta 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 ta, ha ta 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 ta, shrimp fried rice, chicken wings, 2 shots of Don Julio. Ghetto times. All right. So okay, so that's what we're dealing with guys on Venus Day, and then going into Saturn Day, guys, we just continue that Sun and Sag, Moon and Taurus transit, and that prepares us for the full moon in Gemini to start the week, which y'all know we're gonna be getting into this week, guys. All right. So ahead of time, let's make sure we know what house we have Gemini in. Let's make sure we know what house we have mutable signs in. If you guys have any planets between 1 to 6 degrees of a mutable sign. So that's 1 to 6 degrees of Gemini, 1 to 6 degrees of Sagittarius, 1 to 6 degrees of Pisces, 1 to 6 degrees of Virgo. This is a very significant full moon. This is a very significant moon transit for you guys and for the mutable signs in general. All right, family, this helps us to do a lot of cleansing to help the new ideology, the new evolved us, and the new awareness and the opportunities to experience new things continue to thrive. All right, this is the cleansing spirit, the cleansing space to make sure during Scorpio season, moving through the 8th house, you know, we ain't miss any blemishes, this, that, and the third, and we crispy. You feel me? Going into this new space. All right, family. So I love y'all, gang. Once again, I hope everybody was well this week. It was good to see y'all faces and pick up y'all energy. Shout out to everybody in the church. Okay. And I'm about to go get me some good old godly rest. All right. Let's have a prosperous week. Happy solar return, Scorpios. Happy solar return, Sagittarius. I want to see everybody in this. I want to see everybody in my church. I think I did enough ghetto tongues. I'm not gonna do no more, but I'm gonna lay my hand on y'all. I like I said, I want everybody to give themselves a pat on the back for making it through perseverance season. That's my new shit for Scorpio. Make sure y'all I remember that next year. Make sure I remember that next year, y'all. It's perseverance season in this bitch. All right. That was a good bitch right there. Sometimes you gotta hold that motherfucker. Sometimes you gotta have a BEETCH bitch. Motherfucking bitch. All right, guys. So, family, I love y'all. Y'all already know happy solar return Scorpios, happy solar return Sagittarius, and let's go make this week do what it does. All right.